Hey guys, welcome to my space, Jude Design, and today we'll be doing this amazing design on Adobe Photoshop. So we'll be creating this music banner on Adobe Photoshop. Come on, let's go. Okay, this is our Canva. I'll scale the image to the size of my Canva, and I'll not right click. I'll go to Filter, up. I'll go to Blur, Gaussian Blur, and just set my blur. I'll just type it. Let me say 45. This is good. 5.5. Okay. So my next step is to bring in my second image, that's my second background, which I'll scale it as usual. Then I'll cut this background by going to my lasso tool and just cut it off. There are many ways to cut this though. You can also use the crop tool, but it's okay. So I'll just click the mask here and we are good to go. I'll go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and just scale it to let's say 38 or something like that. I think that's okay. So my next step is to go to gradient and just drag from up to down. I think this is okay. Yeah, we just need that darkness in the bottom of our design. I think this is okay. So I will try to lock this one so we won't have any problem later. So I'll create a new layer, then I'll go to rectangle and draw my rectangle on top of my design. I'll change the color to black because we need that dark up in our design. I'll go to Blur, Gaussian Blur, convert to smart object, and I think we'll be going for 200 or something on our glow. We want to make it very unvisible. Yeah, 224 is okay. Yeah, this is perfect one. So I bring in my image, all my images actually, and I'll just remove the background using the remove background AI tool. There are multiple ways to remove background on a Photoshop, so you can remove yours the way you like. You can use a quick selection tool and remove them. So now I'll scale every images. Let me turn off some of them first, then remove the background. Okay, I'll start scaling every images one after the other. I just locked that. Yeah, now I'll scale this one. I think I will rotate this one a bit. Let me rotate it from the up. Yeah, okay. I'll just put it here by the left side and scale it a bit. Okay, the second one I'll just scale everything. Okay, so I just generated that link. It's no worry if you cut your design well, you don't have any issues, so don't worry. Okay, this is kind of perfect. So what I will do next is to try use my I'll use my brush tool and just drag a bit. Your brush tool should be cycle. I think it's because of my screen recorder. Yeah, so a bit, just little, because we will be using gradient after we group everything. So I'll group everything together. Yeah, I'll just rename the group image. You can decide to rename your group or leave it that way. Now add the layer mask in the group. I'll go to my gradient and just drag upward. So I'll drag this other one. Perfect. Yeah, so I'll bring the yeah, perfect. So I'm dragging from the other side because of the hand. Okay, now I can scale everything. I think this is kind of cool. Yeah. So I go to my text and I'll be using this font. So I'll just type in Amapiano weekend. Okay. Yeah. Try scale it in the middle is very very important. And I'll just double click, go to my properties panel and just try to reduce the space a bit. Okay, I think this is cool. Yeah. So I'll right click, I'll go to my blending options and I'll just enter the inner glow, and you can select every option. Just look at everything and you are good to go. So my next step is also to do the drop shadow. So look at all the settings, you can screenshot them and use it for your design. I'll click OK. So now I'll try to create a new layer, and let me first of all log this one, yeah. Okay, I'm creating a new layer. I'm drawing a rectangle so we can use it to write our artist, music and hype man. Perfect. I'll try to put the corner in 15. I think 15 is okay. I'll change the color to something, let me say this one is fine. Yeah. Okay, now I will try to duplicate all the rectangle by pressing Ctrl J on my keyboard. I duplicated them 2 times. So I will drag everything holding down my shift, and I'll drag to the other end, and I'll drag the second one to the middle. Please make sure it's in the middle. So yeah, perfect. You can see the straight line that is telling you that it's in the middle. So I'll write my text. I'll just write artist on the first one. Let me scale this one a bit. Yeah. Okay, so I'll do the same with the second one, with the third one, hype man, and I'm good to go. So I'll try to scale this rectangle and artist together. Just hold down your control or your command on keyboard and select both of them together and scale. I'll do the same with the second one. Yeah, I'll just try to scale them manually. So I'll group those ones together and I'll try to rename the group later. Let me first say this one. Yeah, this one, same thing, scale. Okay. So this rectangle, I'll try to hold down my alt and make it bigger or longer a bit. I think this is perfect. Then I'll try to rescale them again. Okay, and I'll group everything together. I'll rename those groups to artist, music and hype man. To rename, just double click and just rename them. Click on the group, rename, click on the group, rename. Perfect. So our next step is to go to text tool, which you will find here in the characters panel, and just click and type in the names of your artist. So I'll be typing in Jkizy. I'll fast forward this part. Okay, I'll scale it in the characters panel and just We are good to go. So I'm trying to put that dot from the beginning. Just scroll down and you will find it. Yeah, under here. Perfect. Just click on it and you have this dot beside your original text. So I'll just scale this one here, duplicate it, and just type in. I'll do the same with the dots, and we are good to go. So I will try to reduce this image. Let me unlock it. So I'll reduce the image a bit. Yeah, so we can move our text upward, sorry, and make sure your image is in the middle, please. So I'll try to lock this one back. Let's see. So the Amapiano, I'll move it upward and make sure it's on the middle. I'll do the same with this one. Click on the group, on top of the group. Yeah, Ctrl T to lock it on and just drag. Yeah, okay, perfect. So our next step is to create a rectangle, which I'll create a new layer for that. Then go to my rectangle tool and just drag. Perfect. So we'll be removing the color fill. Just click here, remove the color fill, and we'll be using stroke. So I'll say 2 or 3, whichever works for you, and the stroke color will be white. I'll just change the stroke color to white. This is what we have. Good. So inside the stroke we'll need 3 rectangles. So I'll just first of all scale the stroke to the middle. I'll Ctrl T to lock on it and just drag to the middle. I think this is okay. It's okay. Yeah, or let me drag it down. Yeah, it's okay. So I'll go to my rectangle tool and let me zoom in first. I'll go to my rectangle tool and draw a little rectangle. Yeah, now we don't need the stroke. We'll just bring back the fill and I'll change the color to something green. Oh, this color is okay. And I'll create a layer mask on our rectangle tool. Go to my gradient and just drag side by side a little gradient, just little. Yeah, this is cool. I'll go to the other side, just drag inside and drag the back side forward. Okay, we just need that sharpness, that curveness, the gradient curveness. You can see what I'm trying to do, sorry. So I'll first of all try to duplicate them by pressing Ctrl J 2 times because we need just 3. Good. And I will scale them to the other side. I'm holding down my shift and drag. Hold down your shift and drag so you can drag on a straight line. Perfect. So our next step is to write our text, which I'll be writing get fill. Yeah. On this font I'm using Pumping, but you can actually use any font you want. It's totally your choice. And to download this font Pumping, if you don't have it already, you can go to Google Font and search for Pumping and download it. It's better to use a family font, always better. So I'll scale my text and I'll just try to write every text. I'm folding this part, sorry, because of time. I'll just type in every text, arrange them, which you already know how to do. Just play around with it till you get it. I think this is perfect. So I'm trying to scale these ones. So let me try change the color to black, and the rectangle I'll change the color to something green, blue. Just double click on the smart object icon and change the color to any color you want. So I'll change this one, just double click. I'll change this one to something purple. Let me see, purple. It's good, but let's explore a little bit. Let's see this one. Okay, I think I'll go back to that purple. Yeah, I think this is good, kind of good. Okay, I'll just try to scale all these ones. Just hold down your command or your control, double click on, select both the text and the rectangle, and just scale them just the way I did. So I'm trying to rename those groups, so it will be easy for me. I'll rename this 350. Yeah, I'm holding down my control, select both of them and scale them perfectly. Yeah, so I'm drawing my rectangle under our design, and on this one we'll be needing our fill. So I'll try to change the color to something green. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, and I'll try to maybe 10 on this corner, let's say on the edges. I think that's cool. Now I'll right click, I'll right click, I'll go to blending options, and you can use every setting that I used to achieve this goal. So this is inner glow, and you can use all these settings. So I'll click on the other one in bars, and we will be good to go. Yeah, okay, now I'm writing my text. That's the address, sorry. So it's via Romanian Carlo 234. I'll change the color to white. I'll scale it to my rectangle, and I'll just change a thing or two there. Perfect. So I'll double click, and I'll just scale this one a bit. Yeah, and I'll manually put it here. We can actually do the same thing. Just select both of them and just scale it like this. That's better. Okay, let me zoom out so you see our design is coming up a bit. Yeah, so I'm creating a new layer. I'm going to my rectangle tool. I'll draw a rectangle below, under. So this won't show too much because we'll use almost the same color with the background. I think, yeah, something like this is fine. And I'll just go to my, hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, it's too much. Okay, good. So I'll go to my text and type in, for more info, call so number. I'll just fast forward this part. So I'll be using italic to see under same pumping. I love using the same font on all my design. It makes more sense for me. That's why any font I'm using, I'm trying to always use a family font, a font that has family, so it's kind of better. I'll just scale that and try to put it below. So I'll bring in all the sponsors logo, and just 3 of them I just try to scale them accordingly. So we'll be putting these sponsors by the right hand corner of our design. Okay, let me zoom in so you see what we're saying. Yeah, oh sorry, too much. Okay, it's fine. Now I'll just drag and okay, this is one. I'll just scale it and make sure it's on our rectangle. I'll just drag, sorry, this one, perfect. Yeah, this one, perfect. Let me drag this one again. Just try to arrange it the way you want and we are good to go. Okay, have you seen our design? Perfect. So now try to create something with our ellipse tool, and I'll go to my pen tool and I'll just click, okay, click here, click inside and close the click again. Let me zoom in so you see. And I'll just drag one of the line inside. Yeah, perfect. I think this is good. Now I'll select both of them and group them together. Sorry, select both of them, group them together. Okay, I just Ctrl T to lock them and try to position them here. So okay, on group, sorry, I'll right click and merge shapes. Perfect. So to be one single layer. So I can change the color now to I think this will do. Shall just use any color you like, but make sure the color is matching though. So I'll use my gradient tool and just do something in the edges. This is unnecessary though, but I just love trying new things. You can just try to do something. So I'll flip this horizontally by, let me first of all duplicate, or let me introduce the text first, and I'll type in time. Let's try that first. We'll definitely flip it later. So I'll type in time and scale the time, make sure I rotate. So now I'll just right click, I flip horizontally, I'll right click and I'll go to my blending options. I'm right clicking on my text, so I'll just follow this setting, put in my shadows and make sure the shadow is in black, and you can see all the settings, screenshot, and you are good to go. So what I'll try to do next is to duplicate. Let me first of all write the time, so it's 11 p.m. till dawn, and we'll definitely duplicate it. Okay, let me scale it, and yeah, this is good. So let me do the same thing, go to blending options and stroke, so you have seen it. Perfect. Let's see what we can do next. I think we have to just Ctrl J to duplicate everything. Yeah, I just Ctrl T to lock it on, drag down, and I think this is perfect, not too much. Yeah, this is okay. So we are changing the time and the 11 p.m. till dawn. So the time we are writing date, and the 11 p.m. till dawn we'll be writing the date of the event. So it's 28th of 08 2025. Yeah, perfect. So I'll bring in my logo, which is Joe Design. So I obviously designed it, and I'll just use the lasso tool to just randomly cut some part off. Yeah, just like this. It has to be distorted. So I'll click the layer mask and I'll just scale it and put it at the left of our design. Now left should be fine. Left should be fine. Yeah, let's put it in the left. Perfect. Yeah. So the next one is to go to our text tool and type in the headline, or the event planners. So on this case is Queen Saloons Entertainment. So I'll double click and just scale this one a bit. Yeah, perfect. Okay, it's too much. Yeah. So guys, this is our design. So I'll still do the same thing with this one, stroke, and this is the size. If you want to reduce the size, so this is the in, this is out. Just play with something. So I'll leave this one red. That's me changing the color to red. Yeah. So I just brought in my icon, my location icon, which I'll scale. I'll leave the color like this. I'll just scale and put it here. I'll reduce it a bit. So this icon and all these pictures, this icon were downloaded on Pinterest, and this is our design, guys. Woo! And that's the end of our design. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.